have you spoken directly then to officials here and today, or law enforcement officials?
I have spoken to law enforcement officials. I have spoken to Mr. Winters. I must thank him for being kind enough to call me to let me know that he is trying to be as thorough as possible. Although the preliminary reports are that they are female human remains, he wants to be absolutely certain before he reports to me or anyone in Mitrice's family that this could possibly be her, because they want to make sure that they are certain so that they do not cause us any more unnecessary and undue grief.
So who are you?
Last evening, ma'am, with the sheriff's department. What, if anything, did they tell you about the discovery?
Well, I must be very honest. It was not law enforcement who notified me of the remains. It's very committed journalists who made me aware of the findings. Once we did go to the sheriff's stations after they removed the bones from that particular area, they did make us aware that there was a skull found. There were bones found, including the pelvic area, but at that time they would not indicate if it was male or female. The body was so badly decomposed, they would not make a determination at that moment. But they are awaiting some specialists to come in as early as this evening to review the remains and to do a comparison of the DNA that I submitted as well as the DNA that was extracted that's on file of Mitrice.
And did Mr. Winter tell you that? From the coroner's office?
Yes, that information was provided to me.
What does your gut tell you? Do you think this is Mitrice? Do you think these bones are Mitrice?
My gut tells me that my baby is not running around in Las Vegas. My spirit tells me that Mitrice was last seen in the Montanito area, and that is where we should continue our focus.
What information did you have to learn today from the media that Mr. Winter did not tell you in person?
What I learned from various news articles is that the remains are of a female.
So Mr. Winter did not tell you that?
Not initially, but he did let me know that there were Levi's found at the scene, and he wants to wait until they have confirmation that if in fact these remains turn out to be Mitrice, he did not discount that they were female remains, nor did he confirm, but he did tell me that he would contact me as soon as they have the results.
So
Did he give you any details about those Levi's, his size,
No.
his style? Nothing?
No, he did not. So I am requesting and I am appealing to the coroner's office if they would allow me to see those Levi's, as they call them. I will be able to identify if those are Mitrice's jeans, because I saw her in the booking video footage. I know what she was wearing.
Does she wear Levi's? Do you know that?
She wears jeans. She wears denim.
Let me point out something. My name is Leo Tur. I'm Latice Sutton's attorney, and we have filed a lawsuit. And all these things that that Latice has been asking for are going to be obtained through a subpoena. You see, the problem is this. Ever since the lawsuit has been filed, the LA County Sheriff Department has been on a PR campaign. That's why when they went to Las Vegas and had that impromptu press conference, that press conference was not in conjunction with the family. And you found nothing there but a so-called plea. Let me be as clear as I can. We have prepared subpoenas to go out to the LAPD. In light of what has just happened today, we are preparing subpoenas to go to the LA County Coroner's Office. And unlike the Sheriff Department and the Police Department, where they're not giving any information to the mother, we're going to obtain that information, and unless there is a court order, we're going to release it. Isn't it amazing that they have not released the last video of Mitrice Richardson inside the Sheriff Department. Once we obtain that, you will get it. But this type of nonsense of hide and seek from the mother is outright ridiculous. And that is the whole purpose of the lawsuit, to find out answers, because the Sheriff Department, the Police Department will not provide this mother with answers.
I want to make one last statement before I go, and I want to make this very clear, because there are some very mean and vicious people out there on the blogosphere. And it is most unfortunate that they have so many unconfirmed stories that is given to them to run wild with. But let me tell you something. I poured my life into Mitrice, and under no circumstances do I want my daughter dead. It's been reported that I am wishing for my daughter to be dead. How absurd is that? I would give my very life for her. So I want to make that very clear right now. No one wants her home more than me. This is my future. I built her to be all that she can be. I do not want her dead. I want her alive. And how dare anyone put such vicious rumors out there. Thank you.
Of course I feel some relief, because I thought the meeting, the press conference was the coroners were going to come out and tell me something I didn't want to hear. They confirmed some information. That wasn't done. Like I said, you know, I believe until the final end. And I've made several phone calls since I've been here, and I sent out news waves and say this is the 12th round. And I'm waiting to throw my glove up, and I've been losing all these battles, and right now I just threw that glove up right now, and we got to go to another round. So I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved, and I've been staying very focused. I've been staying very positive. I have a great deal of an amount of support, and you know, that's what I'm hoping. I know what I saw. I wasn't assuming, I just wasn't anxious when I was in Las Vegas in January. I hate the sheriffs didn't move on that possible sighting that I thought I'd seen. I spent 5 days in Vegas last week with my family and friends, and this one particular child is an exact, this woman looks so much like Mitrice, and now that everybody's looking for her, she seems to move. So we just want to know who that one young lady is that everyone's saying, this is Mitrice Richardson. I've been in so many battles in my life that it's not over. It's not over.
What do you think about the finding of the Levi's? What is that? Does that say anything to you?
Look how many people out here wearing Levi's. It's a fad. You know, my employer just changed their dress code. As long as you wear a blazer, you can wear jeans, you know, with a tie. It's a fad now. So, and in Malibu, every boutique there has jeans. I don't see a lot of people, except for the older generation, wearing Cambres or khakis or something like that. I just got to remain hopeful. I got to remain positive.
Has anyone from the sheriff's department or the LAPD or even the coroner's office contacted you to say
Of course
anything?
not. I want to give a salute to Carla Hall and other media, because that's how I only find out things. But I did have a long, extensive conversation with Lieutenant Rawson last night when I first found out about this news.
You called him?
Yeah, I called him, and he called me back about 3 hours later, and we feel the same thing. We want to continue to follow up on some of these leads in Las Vegas. We want who that young lady is. We don't know if it's Mitrice, but like I said, this young lady did not only look like Mitrice Richardson, she walked like Mitrice Richardson, and she moved her limbs like Mitrice Richardson. If she's not, I'll adopt her and I want to know her, because she is a split image of my daughter.